Can you hear me, guys? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Okay, let's wait for 2-3 minutes until your friends join. Okay, let's have a quick revision of last unit vocabulary. Then we can start with today's lesson. Okay, who would like to start? Choose the correct answers. Of course, here we have adjectives we studied last unit.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, let's start. Okay. Yes, who would like to start with speaking?
Me, teacher.
Yes, please. So the first one.
The weather is teacher can open the answer.
Yes, sure.
The weather is horrible today.
Horrible.
Horrible today.
Excellent. Yes, yeah, Rawan. The next one
Okay, Dublin is very a big city, very big city.
is a very
Difficult city.
no, we don't
No.
use difficult with city.
Oslo, no. Horrible.
You can say horrible. If you don't like the city, you can describe it as a horrible city, or slow, that means lifestyle goes slowly there.
Teacher slow.
Sorry, here it is. I opened the previous one. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Dublin is
Expensive
very
city. Expensive city.
yes, exactly. Okay, yes, next.
Me, teacher, please, Asia.
Yes, yeah, Asia.
I don't understand my teacher. They speak very difficult. Very fast.
Okay. They speak very
Very fast.
very fast. Very
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, Muna.
People in Australia are very. Can you open the book?
Yes,
People in Australia are very friendly.
excellent, friendly. So as you see, we are using very or really to emphasize the meaning of the adjective. Yes, yeah, Muhammad.
The food here is small.
The food is here. No, we don't say
The food
is
here is old,
No.
lovely.
Yes, yeah, Muhammad, it's lovely. So the food is lovely or tasty or nice. All of them, all of them show a positive meaning or a good taste of the food. So the food is lovely. Okay, yes, yeah, Walid. We can't hear you, Walid.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, read
My-
the last sentence, please.
My tests at school are difficult.
Yes, my tests at school are difficult. So as you see, the words horrible, expensive, fast, friendly, lovely, difficult, all these words are called adjectives. We mean by adjectives the words that describe a noun. So horrible describe weather, okay? Expensive describe city. So what kind of city? Expensive city. They speak fast. So here actually it is adverb describing speak. And the people friendly, food lovely, test difficult. So that's why these words are called adjectives. Okay?
Teacher, please question.
Yes.
The adjective in the LU just
No, not necessarily. Here we have horrible. It doesn't end with LU, LY, you mean, or expensive. Some of them ends with LY, like friend, friendly, love, lovely. Some of them, but not all. Okay? My tests are difficult. So difficult or hard. Describe the test. It is adjective, but it doesn't end with ly. Okay? So let's now move to our unit as most of you have joined. So yesterday we stopped in our presentation with the second part, verb to be in simple past. Yesterday also we mentioned that simple past is the verb that start and finished in the past. So was or were refer to information happened in the past. We said we use verb to be is, are to give information. We are not doing anything when we say I am. I am ما فيها action, but I'm giving information. I am a student. I am from Syria. I am 30 years old, etc. So we use them to give some information about us, our job, our names, our nationality, etc. So here in the past, we are again giving information, but in the past time. This information happened in the past time. Now in the positive, I, he, she, it, we, you, they, was, were, okay? In London last week or at school yesterday. Now the negative with verb to be, always remember, negative with verb to be, is, are, was, were, we just add not after the verb, okay? So
Okay.
I wasn't busy. He wasn't busy. We weren't in England last year. We are just adding the negative tool, not after the verb immediately. We don't use helping verb with verb to be. No need for do, does, can, etc. With verb to be, no other verbs at all. يعني لا فعل verb to be بيجي مع فعل تاني ولا بنستخدم فعل تاني مع verb to be. Verb to be always alone by itself. Now let's complete the sentences with the past of verb to be. Yes, yeah, Asya, the first one.
teacher. She was read teacher.
Yes, here, number one. Where?
she was. Where were you yesterday?
Yes. So with you, we use where. Where were you yesterday? Very good. Walid, the next one.
It was sunny on Monday.
Excellent. Okay, Muhammad.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Muhammad, notice here it is negative.
Carla wasn't here last week.
Excellent, wasn't. Yes, يا وجدان.
They weren't at home last night.
Very good. Okay, after وجدان, Rawan.
We were very late this morning.
Very good. Okay, then we have Rawan.
The book wasn't expensive.
Excellent, wasn't expensive. So here are the answers. Okay, any questions about negative and positive in simple past?
Teacher,
No, it
please
is
again
clear.
negative.
Negative is the same sentence, the same positive sentence, we just add not after verb to be. I was, I wasn't. We were, we weren't. You were,
طيب
you
teacher,
weren't.
question 6 كيف عرفت إنه negative؟
From here we
book?
have X.
Okay.
Here the X means negative, the tick means positive. So the book was expensive, but because here we have this X, it means we need a negative sentence. The book wasn't expensive. Of course, not the word book tell you if it is negative or positive, no. What tell you if it is negative or positive? Here, the sign. This sign tell you if the sentence is positive or negative. Okay?
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay, now we question. Question like any question in English. We start with the question word, WH question word. Was or were. As we said, with verb to be, no helping verb. So you start with verb to be after the question word. Where was I? Where was he? And in the plural, where were we? Where were you? Etc. So there is no do or does any questions with verb to be. Always remember that. Always verb to be takes no helping verb. Now let's make questions. Okay. Yes, يا شروق.
Yes, teacher. Where we told me yesterday. Where was be told me yesterday?
So we have the first word where.
Where
then
was
verb. Yes. So be, we
was
change be to was. Where was
told me
Tom
yesterday?
yesterday? Excellent. In Manchester. The next one, yeah, Suha.
Where was you at 10 o'clock?
With you, we use was or where?
Where
Excellent. So where?
where you at 10 o'clock at home?
So where were you at 10 o'clock? At home. Okay, so here they are also changing the answer. He was in Manchester. Now, where were you at home? Who can give me the answer? Yes, Yarawan.
I am at home.
In the past, Yarawan.
I was at home.
Excellent. So I was at home.
Teacher,
Yes.
but always with the home and the work, just
Yes. At home and at work, always take at.
okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
At weekend.
Okay. Now the verb born. Was born or were born. Now look to these yes, no questions. Was he late? Yes, he was. Was she late? No, she wasn't. So with yes, no question, I don't have a question word. I start with the verb immediately. Now, were you at work or were they at work? Yes, I was, or no, they weren't. Now here, they already have given the answers before. Okay. Now look here, we say was or were born, not and are born. Now always remember the verb born never comes in present tense. Always this verb comes only in simple past. Okay? So I was
Okay.
born or you were born, but we never use it with simple present. Now the question, where was he born or where were we born? I was born in Birmingham. They were born in 1992. So as you see, with born, we only use past. It is wrong to use is or are. Okay, let's make questions and answers. Okay, who would like to start? Yes, Yamuna.
Where were Paul and Jan born?
Okay, who can answer? Walid?
They was born in Madrid,
Okay, with they we use was or were?
where
Were, so they were. Very good. Yes, yeah, Saeed. The next question.
When was your sister born?
Very good. Okay, Rawan, answer please.
She was in 21.
2000.
No, 2001.
What is the verb, ya Rawan?
She was.
She was born. Now the word
Okay.
born is part of the verb. Okay, was born as one verb.
She was born in
2001. Very good.
2001. Okay.
Okay. Now the past of could of can is could, and in negative the past of can't couldn't. Now when I was 16, I could drive. I want you here to notice that I'm telling the time in the past when I was 16. So how we know this is past tense? I have time expression telling me that this action happened in the past. So when I was 16 years old, I could drive. When he was 16 years old, he could drive. When you or we or they were 16, we could drive. So as you see, the verb could in the past is the same with all pronouns. It doesn't change with third person singular. Now the other example, When I was young, the negative,
couldn't,
I couldn't sing. When he was young,
couldn't
he
sing.
again couldn't sing. And when they were young, they couldn't
They couldn't.
sing. Okay. So here could is the past of can. We use it to talk about the past ability. So ability we used to do in the past. Could and couldn't have the same form in all persons. What do you mean by the same form? I could, you could, he could, she could. All of the pronouns take the same form. Could is followed by the infinitive without to. So as you see here, could drive. We don't say could to drive, wrong. Don't use to here in the middle, okay? Always can, can't, could, couldn't. We don't use to after it. Okay. Now, any question? What could I or he or she or it? Because all these take the same verb, the same form. What could I do? Complete the sentences with could or couldn't. Now the other one, this is WH question. What could? Then the subject. Here we have yes, no question. Yes, ya Wishdan. How we make yes, no question?
Negative.
No question. Now you have to
Question.
sing.
Okay. Could you sing? Could she swim?
Very good. Or could
Okay.
they sing?
Yeah.
Okay, let's now do these 3 questions. Asia, number 1.
Yes.
When Maria was 12,
She could play the guitar.
negative. Negative, ya Asia.
She couldn't
Excellent. She
play the guitar.
couldn't.
Yes.
Okay. Suha,
She couldn't speak Italian.
yes. She couldn't speak. Shuruk,
She could swim fast.
very good. She could swim fast. Now, as you see here, we don't use again any other verb with could. Now, do you could drive is wrong. You use could at the beginning of the sentence. Could you drive or could you sing, etc. Now, let's make the questions and the short answers. Okay, let's start with Wijdan. Okay, it seems Wijdan is not here. Rawan,
Could she? No. Could she win could 18?
don't change the word order, ya Rawan.
Number 1 question.
Yes. Look,
Yes.
look with me. We start with the verb could because it's yes, no question. So we add here could.
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 Yes. Could she
Cook.
cook when 18?
Who 18?
Number.
When she was. Look here, yeah.
I can't understand,
Let me
teacher.
explain it again.
Okay.
So here we said when we want to make a yes, no question, we start with the
Third.
verb. Could. And then
She.
the subject. My subject is she. Cook. Now we said in simple past, always we need to know the time. So the time here is another sentence telling me
Wha-
the time.
when.
When what? Who is 18? She.
She.
And because it is past, we use a past verb when she was 18. So could she cook? بدي أعرف متى أنا عم بسأل about which time when she was 18. Okay?
Okay.
Got it? So
Yes.
the question, could she cook? And this is extra sentence. This sentence is extra sentence. It is just telling me the time when she was 18, because simple past always need to define the time when this action happened. When she was 18. So it happened when she was 18.
18. Okay,
Okay.
this is clear.
So the answer, I want negative answer.
No, she couldn't.
Yes. So no, she couldn't. Okay, the next one. Yes, ya Abdulrahman.
Could they drive a car 14?
Again, ya
Oh.
Abdulrahman, 14, put it in a full sentence.
Could they drive a car?
When?
They. Oh,
So this is the
Oh.
question. Could they drive a
a
car? Now
car
I want to know the time. So I
when
add when. Excellent.
when
Who is the
was
subject? Who is
they
the subject?
they
They.
they
The
were
verb were
14.
Excellent. So could they drive a car when they were 14? Because maybe when they were 16 or 18, they could. But when they were 14, they
For 14 time or day?
the age when they were 14 years old. So when they were 14 years old, I'm talking about a group of people. When this group of people were 14 years old, could they drive or they couldn't? So the answer, no, they
No, they couldn't.
Okay, so I'm talking, Abdulrahman, about they. And I'm talking about them when they were at the age of 14. Okay?
Okay, clear.
Okay. The
Me,
next
teacher.
one. Yes, yeah, Shuru.
Could you play the violin when you were 18? 8 years?
Yes. Continue, yes.
Yes. Yes. You could. I could.
Yes, always when the subject in a question is you, the answer is I. Could you play the violin when you were 18? Yes,
I
I
could.
could. Very good. Okay, Ilaf.
Tell me.
Could he dance very well when he was 21 years old? Yes, he could.
Excellent. Yes, he could. So here are the answers. Have a quick look before we move. Okay, so this is all in the presentation. Let's now move to the book. Now, last time we stopped on this page. Now complete the sentences with the past of verb to be and can. Now, of course, from the sentence itself, we can decide, is it verb to be or is it can in the past? Yes, yeah, Asia.
Yes, teacher. I
Number one,
wasn't
please.
at school yesterday because I can.
First of all, yeah, Asia, I want past, not present.
Okay. I was my.
I was ill. Very good. So because I was ill. Suha, number two.
My parents were at work last week because they were on holiday in Spain.
Okay,
Spain.
here, yeah, Suha,
Yes.
we have two sentences. My parents at work last week because they on holiday. So we have work and holiday, opposite. So one sentence should be in negative and the other in positive, because my parents cannot be at work and holiday at the same time. So we need to make a sentence in negative and the other in positive.
Weren't.
Excellent. So my parents weren't at work last week. Why? Because
they were on holiday.
on holiday. Excellent. Yes, yeah, Shuruk.
Where were you last night? You were at the party. Where
So,
were you last night? You were at the
okay.
party.
But I
You
think
weren't.
you weren't. Excellent.
weren't.
Why weren't? Because he
Because
doesn't
two
know.
sentence. Yes.
Yeah, if he knows that he was in the party, he will not ask this question, right? But because he wasn't at party, that's why he is asking him, where were you?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, yes, yeah, Khulud.
I was read and write.
Here we use the past of can, not verb to be.
I was.
No, what's verb to be? We want the verb can in the past.
Could.
Yes, I could. Continue.
Read and write when I was.
Excellent. When I was
Just 5 years old.
very good.
Welcome.
Okay. Yes, Abdulrahman.
My sister could ride a bike until she was 7.
Excellent. But here, ya Abdulrahman, I feel the meaning is wrong. Until she was 7. So here again we have one negative and one positive in order to make sense of the sentence. So my sister
Couldn't.
didn't. So she couldn't ride the bike until she was 7. Then after 7, she could ride the bike. Okay. Let's move to the next page.
Teacher, what different the was, were, and the could?
Where to give information. For example, you were a student last year. So this is information about you. But you could read when you were 7 years old. So this is ability. And you were able to do this action at this age. You could walk when you were 3 years old. Some kids can't walk, for example, at this age. But when you were 3 years old, you could do it. Okay? So could is the ability, refer to ability, but in the past. That's why always we need to tell when this action happened or when you could do this action. You got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, look here, please, at this information. We have great talents. Pablo Picasso, Mary and John Lennon, and Serena Williams. Now we need to make sentences about these people. We need to write full sentences about these people. Yes, who can try? Let's read number 1 first. Look with me, please. Now, Pablo Picasso is the subject. Okay. Now, the verb was
an artist.
So here I use was in the past, an artist. The second sentence,
He was born in
was
October.
born is the verb in the past, and then his birth date on
On
October
October 25.
in Malaga, Spain. Now look here, they wrote draw just 2. Now he could draw when he was just 2 years old. So when his age was 2, he could draw. Okay, let's try number 2.
Me, teacher.
Yes, ya Shuruk.
Maria was born November 7, 1867.
November.
Yes. He could read. She could read when she was just 4.
Excellent. But here I want you to remember using the preposition. Maria
Yes,
Corey was
Maria was born in November on November 7.
Yes, or the 7th of November,
Yes, Warsaw, Poland.
in Warsaw, Poland. So here again you use in for countries and cities. Excellent. The next, yes, ya Mona.
John Lennon was born on October 9 of October 1940 in Liverpool, England. He could play when he was he could play banjo and
Yes,
guitar when he was 11.
very good. Okay, the last sentence, yes, Saeed.
Serena was born on September 26, 1921. She could play tennis when she was just 3.
Excellent. Listen now and check.
5.9 Great Talents. 1.
Pablo Picasso was an artist. He was born on October the 25th, 1881, in Malaga, Spain. He was a very clever child. He could draw before he could walk when he was just 2 years old. His most famous painting is Guernica, painted in 1937.
2.
Marie Curie was a scientist. She was born on November the 7th, 1867, in Warsaw, Poland. She was a very clever child. She could read when she was 4, and she could remember being just 3 months old. She's most famous for her work on radioactivity.
3. John Lennon was a singer-songwriter. He was born on October the 9th, 1940, in Liverpool, England. He could play the banjo and the guitar when he was 11. He was a member of the Beatles, perhaps the world's most famous pop group. One of his most famous songs is Imagine. 4.
Serena Williams is a tennis player. She was born on September the 26th, 1981 in Michigan, America. She could play tennis when she was just 3. She often plays tennis with her sister Venus. Venus is also a talented tennis player.
Okay. So let's now move to number 5, Ben's birthday party. Now we need to complete Eva and Marcus' conversation about Ben's birthday party with was, where, wasn't, weren't, or couldn't. Let's do it together. Yes, Yamuna, let's start with you.
Were you at Ben's birthday party? Yes, I was. But why? Yeah, why were you?
Okay, so yes, I was, but why?
Were you there?
Now we said, Yamuna, when we use but,
Weren't you there?
yes, we choose weren't because we have but always connect two opposite sentences, one positive, then the other is negative. So here was positive, the after but we have
Weren't
negative.
you there? Yes.
Okay, thank you, Yamuna. Rayan?
I couldn't come.
Yes, I couldn't come. Jarallah.
Okay. Well, I was not very well. I was in the bed with the flu.
Excellent. So I was in bed with the flu. Okay, Wujdan?
Oh, you poor thing. It was a fantastic party. Nice people, good food, and great music.
Excellent. So it was a fantastic party. Yes, Ya Walid?
So it was amazing. Team and athletes always have good service.
Parties?
Yes, many people there.
Very good. Were there many people? So here we have where. Yes, Abdurrahman?
Yeah, everyone,
Everyone?
everyone,
What we use here, which verb?
where were all the Connie?
Now, everyone was, because everyone is singular. The word everyone refers to singular. It is such a shame that you could not be with us. Are you better now? Thank you, Ya Abdurrahman. So here the answer is everybody was. Try please to make these questions about you and answer them. For example, where were you at 8 this morning? Tomorrow before the class, we can listen to some of your answers. So try to practice writing questions and answers about yourself. Number 6. Okay, let's now move to the reading. Look at the photos of Kani Mason family and read the introduction. Yes, so here we have, as you see, this is the introduction. So as you see here, we have the picture of this family. We will read about them, but let's just now start reading the introduction. Yes, who would like to read
Me, teacher.
introduction?
Can I?
Uh,
Wajdan.
yes, yeah, Wajdan.
The Kanai Masons is the most talented family in Britain. This was the question asked by the TV and music producer Simon. What? Simon Cowell, when 6 of the 7 brothers and sisters were on the TV show, Britain's Got Talent in 2015. The children are often called prodigies, but their mother doesn't like this. She knows they are talented musicians, but says that they are successful because they work very hard.
Okay, yes, yeah, Soha, read it again, please.
The same.
Yes, the same, please.
The is the missing till 10th family in the
You know the meaning of
Scotland.
talented?
Talented family in talented.
If somebody is talented, he can do something in a very beautiful or extraordinary way. Okay? Yes, yes, Soha, this was the question.
There was the question excited by the TV and the music music production production someone called with the 6 of the 7 brother and sister were on the TV show Britain Got Talent in